Hello my dear YouTube viewers and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to do a ID video for this beautiful Paphiopedilum which you can see right now. I've received it quite not a long time ago, and this is Paphiopedilum L'ansoni, which is from French. I think it stands for Jason, something like that. Sorry for my voice, I'm kind of summer cold-ish, snorty. Anyway, so this is Paphiopedilum L'ansoni, and the parents are Paphiopedilum superbiens crossed with Paphiopedilum stonei, and which is 25% and 25%, and the majority of it is Paphiopedilum rotschildianum. It is a very, very old hybrid. It has been registered in 1898, and I don't remember by whom, sorry. I think it was St. Lowe, and back in the UK. So it's a very, very old hybrid from the end of the 19th century, and as you can see, it has the characteristical shape of Paphiopedilum rotschildianum, especially if you see the dorsal petal, the colander pouch, and also the side leaves. The side leaves are slightly curled, slightly curled. They have the a tiny bit of a shape from the stonei with the purple edging, and then the superbiens, which is the rest of the coloring. As you can see, there are two flowers. I'm not going to show the second one because it has been a tiny bit battered in the transportation, sadly. There is a third one growing, so hopefully I might have a full beautiful flower without any damage, which I'm going to be very happy about. So yeah, but the most important thing, the flowers are around I would say 7 inches across, so basically this is the size of my hand. So yeah, you can see this is absolutely, the flower is absolutely huge. Let me just move the camera a bit lower so you can see. This is the foliage, so it's basically, it has the characteristical, God's sake, characteristical mottling, and that comes from the superbiens, which is known for its very beautiful bluish, silverish mottled leaves. The foliage is quite big, but it's very beautiful, and compared to rotschildianum, that is known to be a very slow and demanding grower, this one is a much faster, much more accommodating hybrid that will grow successively and will bloom year by year. It is a intermediate Paphiopedilum. Rotschildianum itself comes from the more warmer climates, but then you have the superbiens, which prefers to grow in a slightly colder environment, and stonei, which is intermediate. So those characteristics give the plant a much more forgiving attention to the temperatures, and it's much more a house plant than any of the parents. What else? As you can see, this is a multifloral Paphiopedilum, so it's going to grow more than one flower on the spike. The spike isn't too long. It is around 15 inches long. It might get a tiny bit bigger, up to 18. Probably 20, depends on the amount of flowers, and it will not successfully, the other word, where's my brain today? So it's gonna have more than one flower, and you can see now there's 3. I wouldn't be surprised if if it's well grown, it would have up to 5 flowers, since its parents are known to have up to 8 or 10 if they're very well grown and matured. Also, the very most surprising thing, it is something that I told to a friend of mine. It is a characteristic that you would never think that a Paphiopedilum, especially a Paphiopedilum multifloral, would have. And I'm still not sure if I didn't go absolutely mental and bonkers, but the flowers have a, not actually that quite faint, there is a scent, a fragrance of something that reminds me very much of rose water, and it's absolutely delightful, and you can smell it. You have to stick your nose sadly in it, but you can smell it, and it's absolutely delightful. It's really lovely. And yeah, this is something that I'm really looking forward to growing and showing off, because it's an absolutely beautiful Paphiopedilum, and also because the flowers are huge, and the what I'm talking about, the father is rotschildianum, which is absolutely the love of my life when it comes to orchids. When it comes to growing it, you should grow it as normally you would grow with Paphiopedilums. So basically you would mix the, it depends what you prefer, you can mix either perlite with a bit of bark and coconut husks. I would probably, depends on where I'm going to keep it, because I might put it in the Lecusa pots, then it's gonna grow in the special mix, which is going to be semi-hydroponics. And if not, excuse me, I'm gonna put it into bark with coconut husks and some charcoal parts to soften up the water. When it comes, as you know, all Paphiopedilums should not be kept dry, so always make sure that the bottom of the bix is always going to be moist, but not so remember to fertilize it. And I would suggest to do, if it's in the grow time, fertilize it every 2 weeks with a grow booster, and during flowering time do it every week, and do leave it to stand in the water for like an hour maybe or 2, because obviously